Okay, let's move on to step 1B. We're going to enter the amount, this $25,000 transfer, in the payroll account check register. There's an example of the check register on the next page of your handout, which looks like this. So a payroll account check register, what's going on here is it's just a list of all your decreases, withdrawals, or payments, same thing, or deposits, increases, into your check register. So a check register is just a list of all the transactions for an account, similar to a ledger. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in the date, the check number. In this case, the instructions said it was electronic funds transfer, so you can put the word electronic or EFT. And since we are just transferring it to another account inside the company, there is no pay to order of. And then the transaction description is transfer for October payroll. And where did the money come from or go to? That's what account category is or means. That came from the cash operating. So again, we're going to enter this $25,000 transfer, and we're going to first put it in the payroll account check register. So here's our payroll account check register. So the date was October 1, 2000 X1. The check number, there was no check number, it was electronic, so you can type in the word electronic or EFT, which stands for electronic funds transfer, either one. Paid to the order of, we're just transferring it within the company, so there is no pay to the order of. Transaction description, transfer for October payroll. So what's happening here is we're just taking the $25,000 from our main checking account, the cash operating, and we're going to move it to the payroll account because we're going to pay the employees from this payroll account, the cash account for payroll, and we will also eventually pay taxes from it. Okay, account category. This means where did the money come from or go to? Came from cash operating. And did we add or subtract money from this account? So we transferred money to it, so we're going to put it in the deposits, 25,000. Now you can just, for the balance, it's obviously going to be 25,000. There's nothing in above. There's no line above saying a balance, so this must be the new balance. But it's better to do a formula. So the formula you would say equals, I guess the formula is not going to work well here. Well, if you wanted to, you can say equals this. But the formula, let's say the next one was, I don't know, $1,000 withdrawal. So the formula for the next balance is equals the previous, and then minus whatever's in this column, and then plus whatever's in the positive column. And there's nothing in there, so it will be adding 0. So that makes sense. 25,000 minus 1,000 gives us 24,000. Then let's say the next one was a $2,000 deposit. So if we just pull our formula down, notice how the formula, if I double click here, it says take this number, the previous balance, subtract whatever's in here, which was 0, and then add whatever's in here. And it did it for us. I'm going to clear those because I just made up some numbers. I don't know what they're going to be. So we are done with, let me find my step. We are done with step B, enter the amount in the payroll account check register. And again, we just follow this example for what goes in there. So later on, you will see in the payroll account check register, later in the month, we're going to pay employees. And for during this quarter, these were the names of the employees. So the transaction description is just employee pay, and what category did it go to, salaries payable, etc. So that's a payroll account check register and what it looks like. So the next step we will do in the next video is step C, enter the amount in the operating account check register.